Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, it's that time of the week again. Time for Your Music Live, brought to you by DistroKid. Let's do it.
Your music, your music, your music live. Your music, your music, your music live.
Yes, it is indeed Your Music Live. 2 hours of some of the best independent music that you're going to hear anywhere, online, offline, any place you choose. And yes, we are brought to you by our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. If you are an independent artist and you're looking to release your music to Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Amazon, you name it, they release there. And for just $19.99 per year, you can release an unlimited number of songs, albums, and EPs. And in fact, if you use that code there, it's also down in the description, you'll save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Let's get into the music, shall we? We're going to kick off with our buddy Psy, better known as No Emis, and this is a track called Experimental Data, kicking us off on Your Music Live. No Emis, Experimental Data. I'm just going to leave that running because there's something very cool, and I'll tell you what Psy had to say about the track. He said, "This synthwave track was inspired from my time at college studying chemistry a long time ago. The vocal section in the middle is actually an excerpt from my thesis, which is probably a first for pop music and almost certainly the last." Let's take a listen to it.
Reaction mixture with mixture added semi-acetate, organic layer wash and water, dried anhydrous sodium sulfate.
How cool is that? Yeah, you totally have to listen to the whole track to get the full effect, and it is a cracker of a track from our buddy Psy, No Emis over there. If you do want to check out the full version of any song I play, the reason I only play 1 to 2 minutes of each track is a couple of things. It means we can get through a whole bunch more of your music, and it means that after the show, what you can do is I painstakingly go through and I take every track and I put them in the tracks played section down below, which means that you can catch up on all of the tunes, jump over to those channels, support the artists and creators that you listen to here on Your Music Live. So I do the hard work so that you don't have to. Let's move on, shall we, to another track. But thank you. That was a great way to kick us off. Got a bit of energy going on there. I'm going to play a band that we've played before here now. We've got a lot of bands we've played before and artists we've played before, but we've also got a lot of brand new artists. So do hang around because there's some artists that you've never heard before, or at least not on this show, and we'll be showcasing a lot of those. But this one is a band called Never Tell. We've played them before, and they say No Way Out is an energetic track that fluctuates between different rock genres. The lyrics attack heavy concepts such as mental health, yet giving a feeling of hope with the uplifting chorus. Well, we're going to take a listen to this one right now. This is Never Tell and their tune called No Way Out. And we're going to listen to it live on Your Music Live.
but there's no way out. I thought I heard the devil call.
There you go. If you weren't woken up before, you are now. Yeah, right. Heavy metal. A very catchy chorus too. Yeah, exactly. It's metal meets pop punk from like the 90s kind of style. Very cool. Yeah, good chorus there. A lot of sweet rock going on there. Where did these guys come from? Seriously good. They are seriously good. So I don't know. See, I just play. I know I want more. I just play the tunes, but we have played Never Tell before. I'm subscribed to them. I suggest you do the same. They release some really great music. In fact, I'm just reading their thing here. They're running a Kickstarter campaign for their debut album right now. So there you go. You can go and support them over on their YouTube channel. But that one premiered only a day ago. So it's brand spanking new from Never Tell. And yeah, tough act to follow, right? Yeah, you wouldn't want to be following that act. But someone's got to do it. And I'm going to find the next track here in my little track list. And you know what? Let's keep the rock and rollin' and the metal going on, because we've got a new track from our friend Daniel. Who's Daniel, you may ask? Well, Daniel is better known as Mobile Metal. I've had him here on the show before. He does some amazing work recording some metal tracks on his iPhone. Hence why Mobile Metal. And he says, this song is a bit dreary, but I was inspired to write this. It's about having complete control over people's actions and emotions from the perspective of the entity or organization. However you want to interpret it, enjoy. There you go. I think we've all felt like that before, where we've felt like someone else is pulling the strings and we are mere puppets. Getting a bit heavy there, aren't we? Let's take a listen to this one. It's from Mobile Metal, and it is called Soul Taker on Your Music Live.
You were born into a life of pain. You were cursed to wander a spiritual wasteland. Systematically I take away. They leave you but a shell of what you could have become. I always had control. You never had a chance to find yourself. You bought my life with open arms and hopeful hearts. Your life is up and now it's time to pay. I made you hate yourself in every way. They forced you to conform into a worthless puppet. Operate for promises I don't. That a better life is waiting when you draw your last breath. Crumble civilization through a time.
No one expecting that? No. I do love something where you're just listening and you're like, oh, what's going on here? This is going a little bit, this is just ticking along here. Okay, where are we going with this? And then, boom, it's in. And it's on. It's on for young and old. Mobile Metal there with Soul Taker. She's a soul taker, heartbreaker. Yeah, many of you have noticed I'm wearing my my new Hubs t-shirt today while I'm here in my studio. Sure. Yeah, very cool. It may have cost me almost as much to ship to Australia as it did to buy the t-shirt, but I'm happy to support some of the creators here, especially someone like Gary Hubbs, who has produced a whole bunch of good music that we have played here on the show. Alrighty, let's move on to our next tune. We're going to jump over to SoundCloud now. And we're going to play some first-timers. We'll do a first-timer block here. So this is an artist called Luco and a track called Atmosphere. They say, this is my first song ever. It is a progressive house song with some kind of emotional situations. By the way, this is just a preview, so don't wonder. Some parts, especially the second half, are not done yet. We like things that are like works in progress around here, so that's always totally cool. Yes, exactly right. Me and Gary have a bromance going on from across many continents, which is cool. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Luco with Atmosphere here on Your Music Live. Yeah. I like that. Got to click along to a track like that, don't you? Yeah, exactly. Good things happening, good music, like the sound. And yeah, inspiring pop jam, says Bear. If that's your first song, like I say this every time I play someone who's like a first timer and who is releasing like their first song, and I'm like, that's your first? Goodness me, what's your 10th going to be like? Right? Yeah, and that beat drop, wasn't it cool, Cleggy? It was like, it was just right there, and then it didn't hit you in the way that you'd expect. It didn't just go dum, 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 with like big 808s. It just sort of subtly it hit the melody. I like it. There you go. How cool is it? This is why this show, I love this show. And I say that not because I'm like, oh, isn't my show great? I love this show because I get to discover the music while you're discovering music, because I listen to about 30 seconds of each track before I play them here on the show, just to make sure it's not F-U Pete, F-U Pete, F-U Pete, because it's happened. No, it hasn't actually, but it may happen one day. I have been rickrolled on several occasions. People like to do that. Oh, we got a McDonald's ad. I won't play it because they'll probably copyright it. But look, anyone hungry now? You want some McDonald's ice cream, some McFlurries, some small sundaes for only $3, or a flake cone? Oh yeah. By the way, SoundCloud. The ads are getting more and more, which is why I recommend slaps.com, which is a very similar, but in my humble opinion, better service offered up by DistroKid. Slaps.com, share your music over there. So, our friend Phoenix Andretti, maybe we've played them one time before, but they're if not a first timer, maybe a second timer. They said, I produced this song using FL Studio 12. All guitars and bass were recorded using a USB microphone, and all the drums were stock sounds. Thank you for listening. Let's take a listen to this one, a goth grunge rock inspired instrumental. Who's into their goth and their grunge? I sure was back in the day. Give me some Placebo and some Muse and just let me feel depressed and rock out. This is Phoenix Andretti with yes, let's just play it. you know what happens when a song needs lyrics. I was down by the fire. You were there too. Oh man, inspiration not hitting me with the improvised lyrics today. But yeah, how cool was that? Rock and roll. I like that. There you go, Jenny. Jenny knew where it was going and what was going to happen. Yeah, don't you think it needs a real... It needs a real like Eddie Vedder or Soundgarden, Chris Cornell style vocal over the top. But yeah, dig it. Dig it indeed. Yes, it is a cool t-shirt, isn't it? Nice one. Stop, please. I will never stop. I will never stop, and you can't make me. All right, let's continue on. I know. I think someone was asking, don't I have an ad blocker? No, I do not have any ad blockers whatsoever. Because for the majority, I know I said I don't want ads, but you know what? Some people, if they're trying to monetize their music on SoundCloud and there's an ad playing, more power to them. Because it's a democratized world. I just think SoundCloud is more of a platform for like showcasing your music, not necessarily monetizing your music. My own personal opinion. You can have yours, Jay. After that singing, I'm completely convinced it needs vocals. Just put better vocals than what Pete did. That would be the thing in there. Hello, Mark Lovell. Good to have you here on the show. Let's do another couple of first timers here, shall we? And then we'll jump back to. We're gonna not be able to play if you're a usual suspect and you send me something every week or every couple of weeks. We may not be able to get to every single one every week because, it's going at like an exponential rate in terms of how many songs I get through. And I want to make sure that people that are sharing their first song or their second song are getting equal, if not more, airtime, just so that we get some variety. Because what is that? Those stations? The best variety of the 70s, 80s, 90s, and today. Shows how old I am because now it'd have to be the noughties, the 10s, and the 20s. I don't know. Just play the music, music man. This is Aaron Bigby, and it's a tune called Lucky Charm. Aaron says, this song's about my wife. She's my lucky charm. The drums and guitars were recorded on my Zoom live track, imported into GarageBand, mixed and stuff. And here you can enjoy. I hope you do. And I think we will. So this is Lucky Charm. This is Aaron Bigby, and we're going to listen to it live together here on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
Don't need no rabbit's foot, no locket on a chain. Don't need no falling clover. Got everything I need is here, right on my arm. My girl, she's my lucky charm. Don't need no rabbit's foot, no locket on a chain, girl. Don't need no falling clothes.
Yeah. Oh man, I was just getting into the groove of that. I was just getting started, but really nice bluesy guitar tone, excellent vocals over the top. As Arnie G says, smooth as. This is where I need to do my jazz station or blues station voice. That was a tune by Aaron Bigby with Lucky Charm here on your blues station. Now let's kick into our next song. No, don't worry, I can only do that for a very short period of time. It's like when we come back and I've got to do my NPR voice. Never good. But yeah, exactly. Love a good Strat sound. Minimalism for the win. Righty, let's listen to another track here. This is another first timer. We're going to jump back over to SoundCloud. Let's see if we get another ad for McDonald's or maybe Lottery Cat. You never know your luck with SoundCloud. This Chris Costanzo says the following. Oh, it's already playing. This song is titled You. It was made 100% in GarageBand iOS, a man after my own heart. It is about being haunted by the past, which I think all of us can relate to at one time or another. Chris Costanzo and You here on You Music Live. Let's take a listen, shall we? Absolutely, yeah, a bit of a Kurt Cobain gravel voice going in there. Amazing voice, really nicely done. Yeah, it does. It really does have everything going for it. I don't know. I've been sitting on these for like over a month now. Like these are songs we're trying to catch up on. And why have I been waiting? See, this is what I mean. This is why in today's show we're going to go back in time and grab some of these that we've missed over the time, because that is epic. That is a great tune, absolutely. Exactly, has a bright future. I concur. Let's go one more first timer. This is called, this is a tune that they say. This song was written and recorded in my bedroom. By the way, I'm from Austria. I'm from Australia. Some people think I'm from Austria just because... oh no, video unavailable. So this is Did the Real. We've got video unavailable, so I apologise. We can't play that one, so we'll move to the next one, but feel free to resubmit. This is from Dunkel, and they say, one of my first and fittest recordings, done 2013 with iPad and GarageBand using a Western guitar and nothing more. Well, there you go. Now that's an interesting thing. A Western guitar and nothing more. What are we in for here? You just never know. You never know when you hit play. So this is Dunkel and a tune called Work Song, and we're going to take a listen to it here on Your Music Live.
Breaking rocks out here on a chain gang. Breaking rocks and serving my time. Breaking rocks out here on the chain gang because they don't convicted me of crime. How would it said you were there? Well, I hate it. Well, breaking the door to get up in working and working, but I still got so terribly far to go. Crime, Lord, I needed. Crime of being hungry and poor. I left the grocery store, man bleeding, when they caught me robbing his store. Hold it steady right there, well I hit it. Well,
That is so cool. That is a bluesy jam, right? Whew, blues, folk, reggae, all mixed up. I know. Quirky and cool. You literally just never know what you're going to get when you hit that play button here on Your Music Live, and I dig it. Yeah, folky storytelling for the win. And the guitars, they just sat so beautifully in the mix, didn't they? A couple of guitars in there doing their thing. Nice guitar, great lyrics. Cool track. Man, we're off to a flyer. Only 26 minutes in, we've managed to crank through nearly 10 tracks, and we've got one more, and then I'm going to tell you about a very cool feature from our friends at DistroKid, because DistroKid are the wonderful sponsors. They help keep the lights on around here at Studio Live Today Studios, and they are the wonderful sponsors of this particular show. If you want to release your music, you can do so. Less than $20 a year, unlimited music. distrokid.com/VIP/Pete Johns, and you'll save yourself 7%. How can you go wrong? Let's jump in and listen to a very cool track from a young artist that we've played before. So we're back into we've played him before. I've actually had Cleggy on the show here as one of my artists profiles that we did, which I need to do more of. We did a few of those and then they've kind of fallen away. Let's get the artist profile happening again, shall we? So this is Cleggy. He says, Humble Side Romance is a fictional story about two childhood friends who love each other deep down, but are scared to admit it, so they drift. But they'll always have The Bridge. This is the second single from Cleggy's upcoming third record, Nosebleed Territory, out on the 16th of July, which is very cool. So do jump over and support Cleggy, and we're going to play this one right here, right now. This is a tune called Humble Side Romance on Your Music Live.
These bridges are heaven. You got kicked around when you were 11, so I'll grab my coat and then we'll set the town on fire. There's not much going on around here, but this bridge is all we got. Look into the window and we'll go and pay the parking lot. I've got no money even though I'm working all the time. Don't have a car but I've been getting by just fine. The world is waiting for a miracle to arrive. When I see you on top of the bridge I feel 14 again. A night on the town's only bringing me down to the dark side. The place I belong and there's nowhere to hide anymore. I belong with you. Yeah. So come up and you feel it, my love and money. It's not a matter of money. Don't you know?
There he is, Cleggy, with his latest tune from his upcoming album. Very, very cool. Very cool artist and a very cool tune. And thank you again for sharing another new one with us here, Cleggy. Cleggy, very, very talented dude and excellent musician, excellent singer, excellent songwriter. All round great stuff. Yes, good song this indeed. Love it. Let's have a quick listen. No, let's have a quick look at what you can do using our friends over at DistroKid. So, as I said, DistroKid are the fine sponsors of this show. You can release, as I have done here, an unlimited number of singles, EPs, and albums using DistroKid, and I've taken full advantage of that. I've been a DistroKid user for 5 years now. Much longer than they've actually been a sponsor of the show. So I used them for a long time, and now I'm lucky enough to have DistroKid on board, helping support you and your independent music. One of the things I showed last week was the fact that you can do a bunch of stuff here. You can change a lot of the metadata in your song. So when you come into a song here that you've already released, there's a bunch of things you can change in here, including things like lyrics, we'll talk about in a moment, some credits, you can download them, and there's a bunch of other things you can do. You can add them to more stores. In fact, look, looks like we've got some additional stores. Oh no, it's only Shazam. This track we've already added to all the stores. So there's a bunch of stuff we can do. Let's focus in on lyrics, shall we? because what you'll notice here is that we already have plain lyrics here, but we haven't done our synced lyrics for this particular track. So this is my song called Time McFlies, and if you are using the Musician Plus plan, you can not only add plain lyrics, meaning people can search by lyrics, meaning your lyrics are there on the songs when people are searching for them, but synced lyrics for things like Instagram. Let's jump in here and I'll show you how this works, because it's super cool. You will want to read this. It does take Instagram a while to get these on your tracks for the synced lyrics, but they're pretty cool once they get in there. So I'm going to say, yes, I love you too. So here's how it all works. What we do is we hit play. I'll just turn the volume up. We're still playing Cleggy. Sorry, Cleggy, we're still playing you in the background there. What we do is we hit play on here and it'll start playing my track. And then what I need to do is hold down the space bar to tell it. It's like playing a really simple version of Guitar Hero or Rock Band if you played that back in the days. So I'll show you how this works. And once you see this, you'll probably want to upgrade your plan from Musician to Musician Plus just to get this feature. Let's hit play and here's my track. So it's going to start playing back the track and I've got to get my finger ready to spacebar it and see how this works. It's really cool. So we're nearly at the start. Here we go. Hold down spacebar. Release. Hold down. Isn't that cool? Release. And you go on and you keep doing that. Now you do have to kind of get it all right in one take. I've paused it there, but if you get it wrong, if you make a mistake, you have to hit the reset button. So don't get like 8 minutes into your song and then make a mistake. You do need to focus on this stuff. So it's a very cool way to get some synced lyrics as well, so that places, and I think Apple Music have started using synced lyrics recently. Instagram definitely have them for playing music there. But again, it's just one extra feature that you get. DistroKid continue to add additional features so that you can do cool things with your released music. And we do thank DistroKid for being an amazing supporter of this channel and independent music in general. Yeah, it is a cool feature and it's worth checking out. If you've already got a Musician Plus plan, jump in there, set up your synced lyrics, and you'll be good to go. Let's move on and grab another song, shall we? And you know what? Let's grab Happy Ron's song. Let's come out of that and we'll grab some Happy Ron. I've lost my Happy Ron though. Calling Happy Ron. There he is. There's the man with the plan, Happy Ron. This is a non-Happy Ron song sung by Happy Ron as if it was a Happy Ron song. I'm confused. Anyone else confused? Yep, me too. All right. Let's jump over here. It's a cover song from Happy Ron. It's already playing. We'll come over there. It's a cover song. It's called I Wonder, and it's a Ruth Bader Meyer cover from our friend Happy Ron. And we're going to listen to it right here and right now on Your Music Live. Let's take a listen.
I wonder why my dog won't eat green jello. I like the wiggly way it melts inside. I wonder when a turtle pulls its head in, is it so dark it's scared to be inside? I wonder if a rock likes being hard. I wonder if the sky likes being blue. I wonder if butterflies like butter. I wonder if you like being you. I wonder why I don't feel myself stretching when people say I'm growing every day. I wonder why I always have to listen to more words than I ever get to say. I wonder if the grass cries when it's cut. I wonder if the rain hurts when it falls. I wonder if the earth gets dizzy turning. I wonder if woolly worms feel small. I wonder why I see so many people do things they don't really want to do. I wonder if the music goes away somewhere after I sing my song to you. I wonder if it feels sad to be old. I wonder if the moon likes company. I wonder why it's fun to be a little scared. I wonder if you wonder like me.
And I wonder if Happy Ron can continue making such cool tunes. I'm going to say yes. I think that he will. So there you go. I wonder. Very cool. By Ruth Babermeyer from Words by Children. So yeah, I know, there's a lot of things. It's weird when kids ask the questions that sound like surface simple, and then you realize how deep thinking the kids are at the time, and you're like, wow, okay, how do I answer this? Any parents in the house that have been asked awkward questions by their kids where you're like, crud, I don't know. I've never thought of it that way. Man, your little squishy brains are coming up with some interesting questions. So there you go. That was Happy Ron, of course, with I Wonder. We're going to move on here. Let's get a bit of country, shall we? Because I'm a little bit country, and I'm a little bit rock and roll, yeah. So this is by Eddie Windhorst, and Eddie's got a SoundCloud track here, but we won't hold it against him. We've got an ad. I don't even know what the ad's for, but it's 30 seconds, which gives me 30 seconds to vamp here. Actually, you know what? Here's a little tip. If you just restart the track and refresh, the ad goes away. Don't tell anyone. So Eddie Windhorst says, co-written with my wife, Melanie, and recorded in Cubasis. Very cool. I love some partnerships going on here, especially husband and wife partnerships are very, very cool when it comes to music. It's just something about it, isn't it? Something fun about creating music together with the people we love. So this is Eddie Windhorst, and this is a tune called Normal Back, and we're going to listen to it live on Your Music Live.
Out the door as I backed out onto our road and drove away. The rearview mirror said it all as the tears began to fall. How I want to stay. I work these miles so that we can survive. But after all of these years, I don't feel alive. I just want normal back. I just want me and you, sitting out on the back porch, talking about nothing but a dream come true. Just give me supper time, midweek by candlelight, because a normal life with you is the only kind of life for me. You were crying on.
There you go. Just relax a little bit with a little bit of Eddie Windhorst and Normal Back. Yes, we are getting a bit of normal back, hopefully, around the world. I hope things are going well in your neck of the woods and everything is cool and everything's hip, slick and cool. But yeah, that's a very cool tune. Very nice, mellow kind of vibe going on there, yeah? I dig it. I dig it in a big, bad way. Speaking of things that I dig, let's play this tune because Magic Sponge is an artist that we have played a few of. Yeah, we're back into our We've Played Them Before set. So Magic Sponge, produced by Dave Allen, written by Perry Richards. This track is a rockin' track. I was going to close with it, but again, you're going to get this in your head. So I'm not closing with it because otherwise you would be walking around singing it to yourself all day. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, but I just made the call that we want to have it here earlier in the show. So let's take a listen to this. This is the Magic Sponge, and it's called When the Flintstones Met the Ramones. Yeah, and it's as weird and quirky as you're probably thinking right now. The Magic Sponge, When the Flintstones Met the Ramones, on Your Music Live.
1, 2, 3, 4.
When the Flintstones met the Ramones, there they sang yabba dabba hey. When the Ramones met the Flintstones, they all sang yabba dabba doo. Fred is now a pinhead and Barney is sniffing glue. the Ramones. There they sang.
Oh, it's so cool. And even though I'm going to play an hour and 20 minutes of more music, yeah, you're going to just be walking around and randomly you're just going to say to yourself, when the Flintstones met the Ramones. I like it. Yeah, a bit of a guerrilla style music. I agree. I've been listening to some gorillas during the week, funnily enough, and it's very, very cool. Jamie just said it makes her think of Rock Lobster era B-52s. Yeah, a bit B-52s, a bit quirky, a bit funny, a bit cool. I dig it. I dig it in a big bad way. So yeah, the Magic Sponge, Perry Richards. Yeah, everything of yours I play, my friend, I dig, and I think is super cool. So thank you once again for sharing. We've got about 15 minutes to go, so we're going to sneak in maybe 3-4 tracks, and then we've got our toilet break, the honoured tradition of the toilet break. Let's grab this one. I don't know why I'm speaking like that. Who says, Cubase user since Atari ST. Where's my Atari ST users in the house? Commodore 64, Amigas, old Macs. I don't know. What was your first computer? Let us know in the chat. We don't ask too many questions on this show, but let's ask that question. While we play this tune, what was your first ever computer? Oh, I know, mine was a Commodore 64. Anyway, Cubase's user since Atari ST. Produced music for my own pleasure. Thought I'd like to show some people my song. And this is from Panel. So we are going to show some people your song. It's a Spotify link. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not really a Spotify user, I'm going to show you a cool service, which I show most weeks here for when I get a Spotify link. It's called Song Whip. And we can go make a music link. We paste in a Spotify link, and what does SongWhip do? It goes away and creates a very cool page that you can then share to wherever you like. Only problem here is that we don't actually have YouTube. So Penel has decided not to share to YouTube. So that's all right. We'll try to jump back to Spotify. It'll probably just say, Pete, you're not a Spotify user. Actually, I am an Apple Music user. Should have used that. Anyway, we look like we're away here. So we're going to play this one. This is Panel, and this is a little tune called Structure. So Structure from Panel here on Your Music Live. Very cool. That was a really good soundtrack for us going through and listening to what people's first computers were. Yeah, I'm chapping to the kick. I know, my feet are bopping. Exactly, my head's bopping and my feet are stomping. My feet aren't bopping, my feet are stomping and my head's bopping. Didn't have any lyrics. Does that mean I have to sing on it? We can dance if we want to, like when the Flintstones met the Ramones. Sorry, I can't get it out of my head. When the Flintstones met the Ramones. I apologize. You're going to get there. You're going to get there yourselves. I'm sorry. Yeah, girl. Yeah, got to put a yeah, girl in there somewhere. Definitely a Gary Newman vibe in there, isn't there? Absolutely. Positively. All right, let's move on before I embarrass myself further. Is that even possible? Sure. I'll give it a crack. This is Josh. Evolution says, Last Goodbyes was written in the January of the 2020, but only completed in this past April as I'm going through a breakup. Sucks. Sorry. This was my way I could deal with the pain of her leaving me. This was one of the toughest songs I've written in a while. Follow-up singles will drop soon. So this is Evolution. We're going to bring it on up over here. And it is called Last Goodbyes from Evolution UK. I think we've heard from them maybe once or twice before. But either way, we're going to play them right here, right now on Your Music Live. Evolution with Last Goodbyes. Nice little bit of production there. Yeah, I dig it. Yeah, nice video. I love it when you have a video that's, showing the singer doing their heartfelt thing. Love a bit of a UK kind of accent when you're singing or when you're rapping on a song like that. I'm a big fan of Mike Skinner of The Streets, and yeah, I do dig that when you hear that sort of never thought that. There's something about it. It's I don't know what it does, but it reminds me of my youth, I guess. It's nostalgic for my youth and back in the day. Yeah, the underwater effects, again, it keeps you interesting. It's a little bit of interesting production where that goes in, and yeah, I'm the same, Kim. I love it when people go to the effort of making a video like that. Good track, nice track, good modern production, all round A+ in my book. Well done. Appreciate it. Our next one says 2 words. It is from Lil Seesaw, which is funny to begin with. And they say electronic garage band. And that is all. And sometimes that's all you need to say, right? Electronic garage band. So this is a new song called Apollo from Lil Seesaw. And we're going to listen to it. I'm intrigued. You intrigued? Yeah, let's play it here on Your Music Live.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Very cool indeed. I like that. Very well produced track there. Interesting video, and yeah, good use of some of those garage band loops and samples. I like it. It's funny when they added those Apollo 11, Apollo 11 samples in there. A lot of folks started using them, which is not a bad thing. They're cool samples, but it's funny that around about that time, from that you can tell that songs have been after about 2019 because they have those samples, because they added them in there and everyone went, "Wow, they were cool." There you go. Yeah, exactly. I love the first moon landing sound. Hello, Jasmine. Hello to my part-time producer and full-time daughter, Jasmine. Good to have you here. So let's go to our next song. This one is from Self Modernaro. Yes, that's right. And they say, I recorded in iOS GarageBand from your tips. Tell me what I did wrong. That's what they've said. Okay. That's a bit ominous, but here's the good thing. If you make music using my tips, if it's awesome, this track's got explicit content in here. So we're going to have to, I'll have to vet that one and then come back and see if we can play it, because it's got explicit lyric warning at the front there. So I'm going to have a bit of time out to check on that one and then come back. But in the meantime, we're going to play this one from Joe Starrett, who says music is one of my passions, and I create all my music on my iPhone with GarageBand, hoping one day someone will like my songs. And you know what? I bet someone does like your songs. And that's the thing. When people are like, oh, I hope people like my songs, someone's going to like your song. Because music is subjective and different people like different stuff. And there is I'm of the honest opinion that there is a listener for all music. And if you go, but blah music sucks, I'm going to go, well, yeah, but that's your opinion. Like, there's a lot of musical types that I just don't like. Doesn't mean they're not good. And popularity tells me that a lot of other people really dig them. Just because I don't like them, just because I'm an old man yelling at clouds, telling kids to get off my lawn, doesn't mean that some of the kids that I'm yelling at don't like that sort of music. I'm going off on a weird tangent. So let's just play this. This is Midnight's Luck from Joe Iskandar Starrett here on Your Music Live. Too cool. Too cool for me to even sing over the top of, because some things just need to be instrumental, right? Not saying that the ones that I sing along to aren't cool instrumentals to begin with, but yeah, that one was just cool. Yeah, really nice arrangement. Love the bass. Yeah, the bass melody. Sometimes bass doesn't like have that sort of like it walks around. That did just enough. Sometimes bass doesn't do enough. It's just like boom, 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 boom. We call that every bass line Pete's ever written. But sometimes basses, people write too much, they're like boom, boom. That song needed exactly the bass that song had, in my humble opinion. So yeah. Oh, good. Hubs is back. We've just been sitting here waiting for you to get back, actually, Hubs. The last 50 minutes of the show has been silence. We've all just been sitting here with our arms crossed going, is Hubs coming back? Is he on his way? That's how we roll around here. Yeah, very, very good. Exactly. Held your interest. For an instrumental to hold your interest without any lyrics is actually, yeah, pristine. Great stuff. Hello, Black Covers. Welcome aboard. I didn't see you sneak in there. Yeah, Hubs is back. We can now resume. And I like that Hubs' logo is on my shirt. Look, can we put it there? There you go. See? Representing with the hubs. All right, let's play one more tune, and then I'm going to have a comfort stop because it's toilet break time after this one. But we're going to play a tune by a band that we have heard from before. This is Soul Extension, and they say the following. This song is evolved from a slow-tempo acoustic demo version into an upbeat summer vibe guitar song. Strange how songs tend to flow into a certain direction during recording and production. Artwork was based on a painting. Have we heard this before? On a painting by my daughter, Lana, recorded in GarageBand on my iPad mini. Thanks for the opportunity for giving independent musicians around the world to be played and heard on a big platform. Well, you're very welcome, and because you've said kind words, and I can't remember if I've played this or not. I don't think I have, because I normally like a song when I play it, just to sort of give myself a reminder that I've played it. So we're going to play it anyway, and if we already played it, it's probably cool. So let's jump in and take a listen to this one. This is Soul Extension with Almost Flying on Your Music Live. So there you go. Apparently we have played it before, and Mark would know because he's been here on every show. So but it was worth playing again. I know. I'm kind of hypnotized. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to hypnotize you or make you feel slightly nauseous after a while. Yes, we have heard that one on the show, but that's okay. It's an encore performance of that one because apparently Pete didn't mark it off as played. All right, let's jump into our toilet break, but don't go anywhere because coming up in the second half we got some Cubie. We got a new black covers. Wilson Phillips, anyone? Hello, Adam Burst. We got a track from him, and Joe and Barry Glenn will be stepping in to make our hearts melt with some sweet folk music, I am sure. But for now, it is Russ time. Yeah, can you get those Russ emojis in there, please? You know, they're simple. It's just the angry red-faced one with the mouth as if he's about to swear. So that's what you need to throw in the chat here. If you are a fan of Russ 88, 89, as I know many of you are, and if you're new to the channel, guess what? You're about to be spoiled by a very cool tune. Now, Russ says, hope you're having a good day, Pete, and you and your family are well. Yes, and yes. Thank you, mate. This is a track, thank you track for Jade Star for the help and encouragement she has given me over the past year. Now, I'm more of an electronic musician and could never do metal, so this is about as rock and roll as I can get. Thanks, Jade. This one's for you, and it is called Jaded Splinter, which I just think is an epic name for a track, first off. So it's Russ 8889, the one and only Russ, about the one and only Jade, who was our first and continues to hold a spot. Like any week that Jade wants the toilet break, it's hers to play a track. So hopefully we hear some new Desir in the toilet break in the weeks to come. But for today, Russ 8889 featuring Gary M on guitar, Jaded Splinter, here on Your Music Live. I'll see you soon. Too much rock, too much fire, and I'm turning it down. Why? Because you got to go and listen to the whole thing yourself. Want to hear how it ends? Well, guess what? You can go and do that by checking the links down below, because every song we play, every single stinking one of them is listed down below. And as I say that, I haven't listed this one. So I'm doing it right now. You can hear my fingers typing, and you can hear my brain attempting to multitask as I do two things at once, which I struggle with. As I went out on the toilet break, I usually go and say hello to my daughters. And Jasmine, who's here in the chat, said, "Oh, Mark just mentioned that this is episode 53, and you've been doing this for a year, Pete." Yeah, in fact, the first episode was on the 6th of June. So where are we? We're actually 2 weeks past the 1 year anniversary because we did the extra show. So yeah, congratulations to you all, because you've been hanging around here for a year doing this show. That's amazing. So maybe we need to, because we forgot, maybe we need to do a belated 1 year anniversary show next week. Maybe we sit down and we do a 3-hour show, like do a big block of rock for the year celebration. Because we did a big number 50, which was kind of the big year one, but yeah, that was very cool. Yeah, exactly. I thought it was but yeah, exactly. It was the year. I know we missed it, but that's okay, because you know what, milestones are cool, but yeah, I'm just going to keep going anyway. Happy anniversary, yeah. Very cool. I couldn't believe, if you said when I first started this show that we'd be doing it for a year, that we'd have DistroKid, the wonderful DistroKid, on board as a sponsor, and that you folks would rock up every week and grow in numbers. I know there's folks who have been here since day one, and there's folks that joined us 10 shows in, 20 shows, 30 shows, 40 shows. That's the great thing. It's like a boulder. We're rolling down a hill, and we're picking up awesome people as we go. Some people that have been around here for a long time, though, and they use slaps to release music now, which is our friends Ron and Jenny Wolfstone. Get those creepy weirdo wolf emojis in the chat for Ron and Jenny at Wolfstone Studio, because they got a song this week, and again, it is using slaps.com, and they've posted, oh, hang on, that's probably not the one, but he says, "Hi Pete, thanks to you and your community, guitarist Andy Dion collaborated on one of our songs. The song's called Cannot Lose, has been sitting on the shelf for months because I only use GarageBand guitars and I just didn't sound right. Andy worked his guitar magic, and now I'm proud to release it. If you could start it at 38 seconds, that would be great." And yeah, we've got the link here. We've jumped on over to Wolfstone Studios, but it's just it's their overall slaps link. See, you can do this too. You can come in here and you can see where people are and the tracks that they've got there. So we're just going to have to scroll down because there's a newer song there. So we're going to have to go and find this one. See, that's how easy Slaps is. Why am I not following Wolfstone Studio? I think because they've recently moved into Slaps and releasing on Slaps. So we're going to follow Wolfstone Studio. You should do the same and go to slaps.com because they're cool. And let's take a listen to this one, shall we? It's called Cannot Lose. And it is Wolfstone Studio live on Your Music Live.
They won't stay in the center. We run, cause we know better. Don't stop, keep on believing. Don't turn around, don't turn around. One direction straight ahead. Just remember what I said. With you and me, the day is ours, can't you see? With me and you, everybody knows that you cannot lose. Yeah, hang tight, got to move forward, stay loose, moving right towards you, stay sharp. It's a special day, so don't get down, don't get down.
some epic work there from Wolfstone Studio with a little bit of Andy Dion guitar. Yeah, there's that Andy Dion sound that we know and love. Very cool indeed. I absolutely love it when I see members of the community come together like that and work together on different tracks and things like I get this quote wrong all the time, but it's like the sum of the parts is more valuable than they are alone, or something like that. Yeah, I know, right? Very cool guitar, so cool job, cool song, and terrific job on this one. I agree with all of those statements and more. Great song, love it indeed. Well done, and thank you for sharing, because remember, sharing is caring, and don't forget, Sharon is Karen. It's true. Doesn't make any sense, but it's true. G'day to Zlatty, long-time lurker, finally decided to say something. Welcome. And don't forget that, and this is the same with everything in music and in life, that there is a silent majority that are just there, that don't necessarily want to be involved and are not going to be your lovers and not going to be your haters, but they're just going to be the silent majority. So when you think you're releasing music and you're sharing music and you're hearing crickets, don't forget, most people will just listen to it, go, hey, that was cool, and then move on and listen to something else. So don't feel bad. But no, we are great. We are welcoming to you. And if you are new, if you're new to the show, or if you're new to the channel, say g'day. Put a hashtag new, NEW, in the chat here. If you've never spoken before, or if you're new to the channel or new to the show, would love to say g'day to you. And I'm sure wonderful folks like Jenny, like Sean, like Bear will always say g'day to you and make you feel at home in our cool little community here. Because we're here every week. We'll be back every week. Now, here's a new tune. This one, while we're on the Slaps, and again, Slaps, which is a wonderful platform from our friends at DistroKid. If you're not quite ready to take the plunge and join DistroKid and start releasing music on Spotify and iTunes and whatnot, I would start with Slaps. It's a good entry-level way to start learning about releasing and sharing your music. And our friend Vincent Beau has done exactly that. I'm already following Vincent Beau, in fact, and we're going to jump over and listen to a track from him. He says, a song about the realization that what you thought may not be the only or best way. Interesting. Intriguing. I'm intrigued. Are you? Let's take a listen. Vincent Beau with a tune called, drumroll please, The Show, featuring Anthony Lindsay on Your Music Live. I'll just, we've got a little silence there, so I'm just going to vamp for a moment. Now we're away. Very nice vibe, very cool tune. Lovely song all round from Vincent Beau there, featuring Anthony Lindsay, shared over on slaps.com, which is a cool place to share your cool music. I'm having a flashback that someone told me to play a song from 42 Seconds, which I totally didn't. Was that you, Wolfstone Studio? If it was, I apologise, but hopefully I played enough to get to the point where we needed to. So yeah, really nice, very captivating. Really does draw you in, that one, didn't it? Very cool. Has an amazing feel. I fall asleep to this in a good way. I know some of those mellow tracks where you're just like, man, this is a track I could really see myself falling to sleep to. Doesn't sound like a compliment, but I understand what you mean, and it is indeed a compliment. Where are we at? You know what? I'm going to play this. I love me some 5/4. It's probably my favourite time signature. 5/4 and 6/8. There's something about those different non-4/4, non-standard time signatures that I really dig. And I can't stop playing this band. Paul and the gang from State of Mind. These are old songs. And I know they're working on some new stuff, but it is exactly my jam. And they get a bit of a free pass because they play tunes that are totally my jam, including this one. This is a tune called Curfew. This is State of Mind, bringing some 5/4 action into our lives with a tune called Curfew on Your Music Live. Who doesn't love a little bit of a little boom, cha-boom, cha-boom, boom, a little bit of 5/4 action in your life? And I've said it every week, but I would totally have been a fan of these guys back in the 90s if I knew they existed. But why let that stop me from digging them and playing them now, I say? Yeah, I think we just play them anyway. Play them anyway. Speaking of people that we're going to play anyway, and I don't know why I said it like that, because we play this artist quite a bit because they're cool. In fact, they're so cool that they created the theme song for this very show. Yeah, you know the song you hear at the start? Your music, your music, your music live. That's not me. That is our man Mark. Kronk song, Lovell. And we don't have anything for Kronk song, do we? We're missing a Kronk song emoji. Is there a crank or something? I don't know. Kronk song. Seems like there should be something cool because he is a part of the community, and he releases so much music that he's got part 3 of his Kronk song SoundCloud, which probably means that, like most of us, he used up all of his free minutes on his first account and made some additional ones. Right. Let's jump in and play this. He's done his patented 2-minute YML mix, which means we play his songs for 2 minutes, because if he's gone to the effort, and look, he snuck in 2 minutes 18 here, but we're going to give him a leave pass because he's super cool. Let's get your Kronk on, as Kim Harden Hudson says. Let's all get our Kronk on and listen to some Kronk song with a tune called Always Be here on Your Music Live.
should have listened to your sister. She knows what kind of man I am. I really don't know what you see in me. I am the bad news man, and it's the way I'll always be. I really don't know what you see in me. I am the bad news man, and it's the way I'll always be. So nice of you to come and visit. I hear you had to come the long way round.
Kronk song with Always Be here on your Music Live. Always got to be tentative. No, what is it? Attentive, not tentative. That's a different thing. At the end, by making sure that I actually stop the song, because he has these 2-minute mixes that are super cool. And that one was no exception. Really liked the layers of the guitars in that one. The guitars really complemented each other well. The bass and drums kind of just got out of the way. And there was a little sort of keyboard pad thing in the background I couldn't quite put my finger on, but it really worked well. Yeah, as Audible Video says, love the overtone guitar riff. That was really cool. Exactly. Go over and check out Mark Kronk's song Lovell. And if you're a member of the Create, Record, Release Facebook group, he shared a picture of himself rocking his Studio Live Today t-shirt. So if you want to look as cool as Kronk's song, you can get your own Studio Live Today merch over at studiolivetoday.com/merch. And very reasonable prices too. Every time I release something, they're like, you should make money and release this for $27.99. I'm like, nah, $20. Not going to charge more than $20 for my t-shirts. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. There's the Kronk song. It's more of a crank, but I like it. I like it a lot. There you go. I don't know how you get that emoji up, but I like it, Jenny. Well done. Digging it. Let's play this tune. This is from Bruce Lomet, and Bruce says, or is it Lomet? Is he French? Maybe he's French-Canadian. Maybe he's a Habs fan, and he's hoping that the Canadiens can get a 2-1 series lead against the Las Vegas Golden Knights tonight, or maybe not. Hi, Pete. I recorded and mixed this new track on GarageBand, utilizing some of your tips along the way. My brother Kevin and I collaborated remotely via a GB share drive where we recorded his slide guitar and added it to my project. Love, love, love everything about that. Love collaboration. Love that we can do this sort of stuff over distance. So I'm looking forward to taking a listen to this one. This is Bruce Lomet with a tune called Time and Place. Let's listen to it live on your Music Live.
Your head from our weary bed, and sun refused to compromise. When you need remedy for lack of empathy, and your friends are only in disguise. Oh my darling, you are such a part of me, yeah. But it gets so dark, I just can't see. And all these troubles are now lines upon my face. Oh my darling, you just name the time and place, and I will be there. I will be there. I will be there. Yes, I will. We can never stop this old ticking clock. Years are falling dominoes. We can walk a while together for a mile or two when the sun is...
Very cool indeed. Bruce Lomet. I'm sorry, you'll have to tell me pronunciation in the future, but Time and Place. And as Night Train 1988 said, not a huge fan of country, but this is really well done. I'm the same. That's the thing. I'm not a huge country fan. I'm not a massive rap or hip-hop fan. But when it's done well, any style of music, if it's engaging enough, it's good, right? If it's got good lyrics, if it's got a good beat, if it's got a good vibe, it is really well done. And as Thomas Christ says, really well done Southern rock, country rock track for sure. Great track, says Black Covers. In fact, you know what? I'll jump around a little bit here. Everybody jump around, everybody jump around. Because I want to play a Black Covers song. Black Covers say this. This engaged me this week. They say, "Hi Pete, remember Wilson Phillips?" Oh, I sure do. Here's their biggest hit, Hold On, in a new orchestral version featuring a very talented Austrian singer, Ursula Gestbach. I hope you enjoy it. From Ingo over there at Black Covers. And yeah, I haven't even listened to this yet, but if previous quality is anything to go by, your reputation precedes you, my friend. And we're going to jump into this one. Probably one of my favorite songs from back in the was it late 80s or early 90s? Can't remember, but there's a really cool scene where they sing this song in, is it Harold and Kumar? Anyway, I do love me some Wilson Phillips. Do this one on SingStar with my wife quite often. It's a fun song. And we're going to hear a cover, an orchestral cover here by Black Covers featuring Ursula Gerstbach, Wilson Phillips. Their song, Hold On.
Up in these chains, no one can change your life except for you. Don't ever let anyone step all over you. Just open your heart and your mind. Is it really fair to feel this way inside? Whoa, some days and nights gonna make you wanna turn around and say goodbye.
Excellent production, right? Love it. Love the video. Love the harmonies. The scalp is tingling. I think is that a known condition, Gregory? You might have to see someone about that. Yeah, triumphant as all get out. Yeah, very cool. As Peter Jacobs said, yeah, it is hard. I don't know how you do it. How you get an orchestral cover with the vocals in there. Sometimes in some of those really big parts, I was listening to that and yeah, did bury a small amount. But you know what? This comes from me, someone who mixes vocals way too loud. So that's why I don't comment with stuff like that. But yeah, excellent. First class and always great stuff from Black Covers with that one. I'll be going and taking another listen to that one. And I love the singers that you get on board. Like just different singers from different parts of the world that always bring something special. I think that's the key to a cover, to bring something special to it. And Black Covers does it just like that. Who likes penguins? Penguins! All right. If you haven't watched the show before, that's going to seem like a really weird thing to say. Because who likes penguins? But I like penguins, and I like penguins that are shaped a little bit like this. They have square sides, 6 sides, equilateral, square. You'd say that they're a bit cubey. They're Cubie penguins. I like Cubie penguins. Cubie the Penguin has a song. They say happy hardcore with a chiptune lead. That sounds cool. Yeah? You digging on that? I'm digging on that vibe. Let's get some Penguin in our life, shall we, here with Cubie the Penguin. It's still weird. I know, even when you know it, it's still weird. Let's take a listen to Cubie the Penguin with a tune called Reconnect. And we're going to reconnect with Cubie right here, right now on Your Music Live. Let's do it. Cubie, the only penguin you need in your life. Yeah, how good was that build? Yeah, there's something about that build, like the volume, being able to put that sort of volume ramp, and that's why things like automation is such a key thing in music production, is just to be able to just being able to bring that up beautifully. Yeah, bit like a final boss fight, isn't it? Yeah, I agree. Very, very cool tune. Good stuff. Lekker, says Joe Glenn. Absolutely. Cubie always delivers. I know, and there's something about Cubie that I don't know. It just triggers something in me in a good way. I'm getting triggered, but no, good triggered. Let's jump back over to Slaps, shall we? Again, we want to thank you for being here. We're 3/4 of the way through the show. Don't worry, we've still got 30 minutes of show to go, and I've made a decision on the fly here that we are going to do a belated first anniversary edition next week, which means we'll probably go 2.5 hours, I reckon. So yeah, affiliates will be running along next week, but just to say thank you, to give back, to say thank you to wonderful sponsors like DistroKid who help us keep this show ticking along and who support independent music, and to say thank you to you. And to get us, let's be honest, to get ourselves a bit caught up, because we've still got way too many songs that we're unable to play. So Rick Hunter, aka Dream States, has a song called Throttle Up. He says, an instrumental created in GarageBand on iPad Pro. Original intention was to create a podcast theme song, but it turned into a full song dedicated to Space Shuttle Discovery. There you go. Love it. Love me some space travel. Wish we were doing more. But yeah, Rick Hunter, Dream States, Throttle Up, here on Your Music Live.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Nicely done there from our friend Rick Hunter. Yes, Dream States. We'll give some fire there. So here's the cool thing. What you can do here over at Slaps is that you can give some fire. Why am I not following Rick Hunter? That is unacceptable. Maybe he's only just started posting. Can I use that as an excuse? Let's go and check. No, he's got 8 tracks. I'm just a terrible, terrible person. But yeah, you can see there, you can see what people's comment to track ratio is. So his is 4.5. Mine's just on 5. We both better go and comment on some people's tracks here, Rick, because you need to keep that above 5 so you can post tracks. But there you go. You've got a whole bunch of Rick Hunter tunes that you can go and check out. And if you want to share stuff without any Lotto Cat or without any other advertising, and again, it's a good gateway into releasing with DistroKid, releasing with slaps.com. 100% free. Just upload your album artwork and your song and you can share, just like our friend Rick did there. Thomas Christ says, really cool. I agree. All right, let's move on. Let's get some Zeeland Band. This is one that Zeeland Band sent me a while ago. I told you we're still catching up. We're catching up on a lot of stuff. But Zeeland Band, Michael, a.k.a. Zeeland Band, sent me something that says, look to the future, but listen to the past. A quickie with love. That's intriguing. I'm going to bring this one up and we're going to play it. It's 1 minute 36, so we're playing the whole thing. There you go. If you give me a song under 2 minutes, I'll often just play the whole thing. But do go over and check out Kronk's song. Do throw those Z emojis because I love how confusing that looks, just like that one or just like that one. Have I played that one? Have I already played that one, Michael? That's not surprising then. Do I have another one from you? Thank you for the quick action there. It looks like I've been spacing out and not marking as played a lot of these tunes. But if I know Michael, he's probably look, he's put something through since. What about this one, Michael? A beacon of hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel, so put away your flashlights. Should we play this one? I'll just wait for Michael to confirm that we haven't actually played this one yet. It doesn't look familiar, so we're going to cue this one up. And you know what? It was only it's only come through recently, so this one is probably going to be safe. Yep. Thank you. But yeah, keep those sleeping emojis coming on, as Thomas Christ has done here, as we play this one, A Beacon of Hope, our man Michael, aka Zeeland Band, here on Your Music Live. That was Michael, aka Zeeland Band, with their track called A Beacon of Hope, here on Your Music Live. I'm sorry, I can never do it. Trying to speak slowly is not something that I do well, is it? No, it's not. Alrighty, thank you for that. Good song, great song, in fact. And I'm glad that I didn't play the one I'd already played and I played something different. Joe and Barry Glenn. I did promise some new Joe and Barry Glenn, and I'm not going to disappoint you, because why would I do that? Lord Franklin, a tale of the ill-fated Franklin expedition in order to find a trade route through the Northwest Passage in northern Canada. Okay, did my best with this video, but I'm afraid to use any potential copyright footage, yeah. So I'm stuck to the story blocks and Upsplash. Once again, compliments inspire us to do better. My head will become too big for my sun hat. Couldn't achieve such heights without you guys and GB. PS, getting to grips with automation is a game changer. Indeed, I talked about automation a couple of tracks ago. On the Cubie track, and yeah, automation, once you realize the power of volume. I did a whole video about the power of volume this week, and yeah, it's amazing. Just getting your volume right, either through compression or EQ or automation, or just, you know what, turning your volume up or down is actually really, really important and often overlooked. Anyway, I say all that to say, let's listen to some Joe and Barry Glenn, shall we? This is a traditional arrangement of Lord Franklin, Joe and Barry Glenn, here on Your Music Live.
Homeward bound one night on the deep, swinging in my hammock I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream, I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. With 100 seamen he sailed away to the frozen oceans in the month of May, to seek a passage around the pole, where we poor sailors do sometimes go. Through cruel hardships they made us go. Our ships on mountains of ice were thrown. Only the Eskimo in his skin canoe was the only one ever came through.
That sounded like a solo. Oh, okay. We had to have a little listen to that. But of course, if you want to listen to the whole thing, you can jump over to Joe and Barry Glenn's YouTube channel and check out that and all of the other tunes that they've been doing. Yeah, it really is beautiful. And Joe and Barry Glenn are a great example of why you just need to keep creating, because Joe and Barry both have amazing talents. They both play their instruments really well. They're both great singers. And it's only like over the last year, watching them grow in terms of the production of the how they record, the quality of the recording, the quality of the mixing, it has just been amazing. And it just goes to show that you just need to do it. Practice makes progress. I've got the t-shirt over on the, I'm sorry, I'm getting off track here, but Brad Example, like, he encouraged me. He designed a logo, the Practice Makes Progress logo, and over on the merch guide, let me just show you. This is how motivated I am by the fact that practice really does make progress. Is that I came up with that sort of phrase. I didn't come up with it. It's not copyright me or anything. But yeah, thank you to Brad Example, who did a great interview, by the way. It's all related. It's all going to come back around. Don't worry. So Brad Example yesterday was on Jade Starr's channel. A great interview from the two of them, and yeah, he was the one who actually designed this cool new t-shirt, and there it is there. Practice Makes Progress. So it's got the Studio Live Today logo on the front and Practice Makes Progress on the back. So if you want to show your Studio Live Today love and show that you too are creating great music and continuing to create music, there you go. Alrighty, let's continue on here. You can absolutely steal that phrase because I'm almost positive that I stole it from someone else. Because, people just kept saying to me, practice makes perfect. And I'm like, I like what you're saying, but I don't like the fact that it's perfect because nothing is perfect, yeah? So practice makes progress, I think, says the same thing, but says it in a little bit of a more subtle way. Let's grab our next tune, which I believe is down here. Yes, here it is. Metal. Where's our metal heads? Metal in the house? Yeah? Let's play some metal, do we? Have we played this? I don't know. I'll get to that stage where I'm like, did we play this track already? I'll bring it up here and I'll see if I may have already played it. I don't think so. It is from Distorted Fate. And let me just check my playlist to make sure that they weren't one of the songs I played early on. No, it was Never Tell. I'm getting confused. I'm getting my hard rock indie bands confused here now, which is a good thing. But Distorted Fate said Metal made using GarageBand on my iPad. My most popular track currently. Hope it gets featured. Guess what? It's about to be. Look at that. How metal is that artwork? Come on now. All right, let's play some metal, shall we? Become one with the machine. This is Distorted Fate here on Your Music Live. Very cool. Jenny's telling me I've listened to this before, Pete, and I probably have. But there you go. There's a little metal anyway. If you missed it, if you weren't here, I know not everyone listens to every episode, so I don't mind. Sometimes if I play a song that I've already played before, I know I'd played something by Distorted Fate. I just couldn't remember if it was that one or something different. Or something different again. So, but thank you to Distorted Fate. Yeah, from boppin' to bangin', exactly. That should be my tagline here. Your Music Live, from boppin' to bangin'. Although it does have some interesting connotations. But yes, it does rock hard. A little bit of a injection of metal. Park UK, Kevin, hope you're doing well. Haven't heard from Park UK for a while. Got something in the works, Kevin? We always enjoy playing your tunes here on the show. Don't be a stranger, and do share a song if you have one coming up. One of our wonderful moderators here, who can't often make the live shows, but is always around to watch on the replay, so I hope you are doing well, Amarasaya, better known as Light Aster, or under his comedy guise, Light Aster. And I don't even know, because they say, what am I supposed to write in this box? I should probably write something here, but I'm at a loss. Was that supposed to be a poem? Are you a poet and you didn't even know it? I don't know, man. But yes, this is another one from a Light Aster comedy album. I haven't even listened to this one yet. It's called My Song 12, but I was just so intrigued by the fact that he said, I'm supposed to write something in this box, aren't I? I'm just going to play it. Let's take a listen to this one. My Song 12 from Light Aster here on Your Music Live.
I made this song and it sounds real good, but what should I sing? I don't know what I should. I want to release this album before June, but I don't know what to sing in this tune.
I like it. Yes, and as Gary Hub says, Amarcia moderates the replays. Exactly. Yeah, it's got to be. I was hearing that at the start. I'm like, let it be, let it be. Yeah. Very cool indeed. Am I supposed to put lyrics to this tune? Yeah, right. Exactly. And I like that it's called just My Song 12, and it's like, I needed a 12th song to go on an album, so I created this one. Hands up who's got, if you're a GarageBand user like me, hands up who still has lots of My Songs. What's the highest My Song you've ever got to? I think I got close to 100, and then I had to go, Pete, this is ridiculous. I need to rename these song ideas, but yeah. Just try to name your songs as you go. Otherwise, like me and like many folks, you'll end up with a whole bunch of My Song number blah. Adam Burse, where are you, Adam Burse? Adam Burse in the house. Adam Burse is someone who I've seen play on the Metalhead Hippie Show, boom, and I've been listening to a bunch of his music lately, and he makes some cool stuff, and this is no exception. Adam says, hi folks, hope you're well. I wanted to share this track with you, which is a TAC Full House Challenge collaboration, where I wrote a song and improvised a lead part to it. The song is called Unmasked, and the backing track gave me an idea about writing about someone who is unmasked as a liar, as well as how they got to that point. Song starts at 4 seconds. All right, let's skip to 4 seconds. I'll actually take your advice this time. Unlike last time I was asked to start at a particular time, and I didn't. So let's come here. Yeah, there you go. My Song 54, My Song 90. I have work to do. Yes, you do. Anyone who's a GarageBand user, all those My Songs are a bit terrifying. Anyway, let's listen to this one. Adam Burse with Unmasked here on Your Music Live. Let's do it.
The truth's come to light. Lying is your default state of mind. Trying to react and nothing's abnormal. Try to suggest this is your normal. Breaking down, breaking out. Rules are there to flout. Breaking down, breaking out. These lies will drag you down. Angel and devil by your side. Which side will win tonight? Will you change and follow the light? Or will you carry on your fight? Your morality is screwed. Your lies have consumed you. The truth is buried underground. Don't want the truth to be found. You were honest at the start. The power tore you apart. Left you a fake.
Rock on, Adam. Do your thing, my friend. Very cool indeed. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Sharon is Karen. You know it. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. I don't think... Have we had a single Australian on the show today? Well, we're going to rectify that if we haven't. I forget if we have, but we're going to do a block of Australian rock here. In fact, we're going to start with Gregory O'Sullivan, who says, hi Pete, this song is a cover of an old 80s Animotion hit by Hit Obsession. Recorded, mixed and mastered on a Raspberry Pi 48 single board computer using free open source software, Muse 4.0 DAW and Calf Studio Engine Gear plugins. Not an iOS device in sight. I hope it won't be excommunicated. No, you're fine. My Casio XWP1 synthesizer was the only instrument used on the track. Had a lot of fun making it, from creating a gated snare effect with sidechaining to adding female vocals via a cloud-based singing voice synthesis system. Wow, there's a lot going on here, Gregory, but we're just gonna sit back and play it and see what we got here. So this is Gregory O'Sullivan, and this is Obsession on Your Music Live.
obsession. I cannot sleep, I am possession. Unopened at your feet, there's no balance, no equality. Be still, I will not accept defeat.
I will have you, yes I will have you. I will find a way, and I will have you. Like a butterfly, a white butterfly. I will caress and capture you.
You are an obsession, you're my obsession.
How cool is that with the background? Is that Rock Band or Guitar Hero? Yeah, Rock Band, is it? Yeah, very, very cool. I so want to do backwards crossovers on old roller skates right now. Yeah, and I had no idea of that service. What was it? It was like, I can't remember the name now. You put it in your link there. If you're here, Gregory, let me know what that service was, because that was a very cool voice. Like, yeah, I didn't know that there was a cloud service that you could get a female voice like that to sing your lyrics. It reminds me of old Jonathan Colton tune from the video game Portal. Anyone play Portal? This is a triumph. What was it called? Still Alive. Yeah. Anyway, very cool. Mark is back just in time for us to finish the show. Why? Because it's nearly the end. And guess what? This guy's up next. Yeah, Thomas Christ live. Thomas, can you put your link in the chat here, because I'm juggling things today, so I don't have the link handy. But do jump over to Thomas Christ's channel, Rock Band 3. There you go. Thank you, Gregory. So do jump over to Thomas Christ's channel. Just search Thomas Christ. He's the one that'll float to the top. And listen to him play some live tunes coming up. We're going to play 2 more tracks for you here. I want to play this one because whilst this isn't the sort of music that I normally dig, I'm going to be very honest about that. This is so well produced, and it's an Australian band out of Perth, or Australian artist out of Perth, called Jasenga. Jasenga, and they've said, please note the video premieres on the 15th of June. So they sent this to me a while ago. Please set a reminder. I did, and we're going to play it here. Energy is an upbeat, get the party started type of song. It's fit for a basketball game where you want to get the players' energy up, get them motivated, and get people grooving to a happy vibe. And I think it does exactly that. And if I was still the announcer at the ice hockey, I would be spinning this track to get the crowd going. And this is it. Very cool tune, well-produced video, and it's here in Perth, Australia. Yeah, there's not too many of these sort of videos where they're in a city like Perth, but Perth is a very cool city. Shout out to all my Perth friends, all my Western Australians over there, to Mike at Creative Source and everyone else. Anyway, this is Jasenga, Energy, here on Your Music Live.
And I'm swerving. Shorty looking like she got a booty out of Durban. They be trying to reach, but I'm curving. Shout out my young peeps who be burning. You effing with a whole different genre. Where I'm from, we don't say dance, we say shine now. Homeland, country, grammar, the peeps don't care. They just want to get their hands up. No question, Cass always looking for the answer. Boy, get your bands up. Roll your fam, the kingship, crown, neck, all of that wrist lit. I ain't even with all of that flossing. I just want to circle the globe till I'm nauseous. Shuffle the cards, king of diamonds, hit rewind, sip the finest, when I'm done.
Now my body not be energy. I got this energy. Now my body not be energy. I got this 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 energy. Now my body not be energy. I got this energy. Now my body not be energy. I got this energy. I got this energy. I got this energy. I got this energy.
Bring energy in the vibe. 1 line, 2 points, no divide. Feeling fly in the ride. Memories leading to the
Very cool indeed, and some excellent production, and exactly straight fire beat going on there. Great production and really good choice of, I think instead of the F word, they said effed at one point. That's going to get you played a whole lot more places. Like I know I'm a middle-aged white guy in Australia, and what do I know about that sort of music? But What I do know is who will play your music, and if you want your tune like that played at a hockey game or a basketball game or a baseball game, yeah, exactly. I love the triple kick was amazing, very well done. But yeah, if you want your music played, you kind of gotta play the game a little bit. And as soon as you start throwing f-bombs from the very start, guess what? You're not going to get played there. Yeah, exactly. Do radio edits. Spot on. If you want radio play, do radio edits. If you don't, and you don't care, and you're an independent artist, and you couldn't give a flyer about that, then who cares? All right, let's finish off here, shall we? This is our last tune, and it's going to come from a band that we've heard from before. They are the Sonic Dream Believers, and they say, Family Man is the first song I wrote directly from a lyric back in the 80s. I was amazed how quickly the tune just fell out of my guitar. Also, it's the first song I released after learning about Pete's CRR method. If you could play from the beginning through the first chorus at about 1:15, I'd appreciate it. Well, we will, and we're going to go out with it here today. So I hope you've all had a great time here on the show and enjoyed yourselves. This is a track from the Sonic Dream Believers. We'll be around at the end just to say our farewells, but for now, let's jump in and take a listen to this one. The Sonic Dream Believers with Family Man here on Your Music Live. Family Man, the Sonic Dream Believers. And I wanted to play that because, I think it's something a lot of us can relate to. All you weekend warriors out there, all those people juggling your family commitments, juggling friends, juggling everything else you need to do, but still creating music. I dig it. I dig it in a big bad way. So I want to thank you all for being here today. It was fun having you all here as per usual. We will be back next week with yet another show here on Your Music Live. Don't forget, over the weekend tomorrow, I've got a request show on here on Studio Live today on my happy hour show. Words, Pete, words. So don't miss the happy hour. We've then got 2 hours of Creator Town Hall kicking off on Sunday, followed up by Monday, where we'll finish the weekend strong with Garage Band Weekly yet again. Is it Father's Day? Is it Father's Day this weekend in the US? Happy Father's Day. There you go. I didn't realise the appropriateness of that song, if that is indeed the case. It's not Father's Day here in Australia, but thank you everyone again for being here. I hope, glad this is now my new day job. Exactly. I'm super blessed to be here. Coming up next, jump on over Thomas Christ. Join him live in about 1 minute's time. I'll be there, and I'll see you there. Take us out, Sonic Dream Believers.
He's just a family man, and he's looking out for his clan. He's just a family man.